Hello and welcome to the Assam Tribune. This is Shobhik here, back again from the studio. So, as we speak, today we are here to take you through one of the biggest stories of the country now. As we know that the diplomatic tensions between India and Canada is on the rise, and for those who are unversed with the incident, on 19th of September, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made allegations in the Canadian Parliament of the involvement of the agents of Indian government in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, the chief of the band Khalistani Tiger Force. So the incident that came to light was the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made allegations in the House of Commons that the agents of the Indian government had allegedly played a vital role in the execution of the leader of Khalistan Tiger Force, Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So his government also went ahead and expelled Pawan Kumar Rai. He was an Indian diplomat stationed in Canada, and the Canadian Prime Minister cited that Rai was allegedly involved in the killing of the Khalistani activist. In a tit for tat move, India also expelled a senior Canadian diplomat from the country, accusing Canada of interfering in India's internal affairs. All this happened surrounding the killing of a Khalistani activist named Hardeep Singh Nijjar, and as claimed by Canadian Prime Minister, Nijjar was a citizen of their country. So let's take a look at what is actually the reality of Nijjar. But before we move ahead with that, I would like you to take a look at this clip where Justin Trudeau went ahead and made the statement.
Over the past number of weeks, Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between agents of the Government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Canada is a rule of law country. The protection of our citizens and defense of our sovereignty are fundamental. Our top priorities have therefore been, one, that our law enforcement and security agencies ensure the continued safety of all Canadians, and two, that all steps be taken to hold perpetrators of this murder to account. Any involvement of a foreign government in the killing of a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil is an unacceptable violation of our sovereignty. It is contrary to the fundamental rules by which free, open, and democratic societies conduct themselves. As you would expect, we've been working closely and coordinating with our allies on this very serious matter. In the strongest possible terms, I continue to urge the Government of India to cooperate with Canada to get to the bottom of this matter. I also expect it to reiterate that its position on extrajudicial operations in another country is clearly and unequivocally in line with international law. I know many Canadians, particularly members of the Indo-Canadian community, are feeling angry or perhaps frightened right now. Let us not allow this to change us. Let us remain calm and steadfast in our commitment to our democratic principles and our adherence to the rule of law. This is who we are and what we do as Canadians.
So, as you saw from the video, the allegations were pretty serious but completely lacked backing with any kind of fact. Even the Canadian Parliament was seeking facts, and Canada could not give India any facts. It was basically just allegations made by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. So, if we go back to Hardeep Singh Nijjar and look at his history, this guy was basically born at Bharsinghpura village under Phillor in Jalandhar district of Punjab, India. Nijjar, originally an Indian, fled to Canada in February 1997 using a fake passport with the alias Ravi Sharma and applied for asylum. So, if I take you to this photo, the person you see on the left of the screen is none other than Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Yes, Hardeep Singh Nijjar is a Khalistani activist who was killed in Canada and is known to be a Canadian citizen as per the statements given by the authorities in Canada. So, this guy was allegedly responsible for several targeted killings in Punjab, and his name also figured in the most wanted list that was handed over by then Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh to Canadian PM Justin Trudeau in February 2018. Soon after, Nijjar was briefly arrested in Canada in April 2018 but was later released without any charge. In 2016, Interpol also issued a red corner notice against him at Punjab Police's request. When Interpol issues a red corner notice, a country has to arrest the accused and deport him or her. However, Canada did the exact opposite, and surprisingly, Nijjar was granted Canadian citizenship months after Interpol issued a notice against him. In 2022, Punjab police had approached Canadian authorities for Nijjar's extradition to India under the 1987 Extradition Treaty and the 1998 Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, but Canada refused to hand him over to India. Now the question arises is why was Canada so interested to protect this Khalistani activist? Secondly, in January 2019, Nijjar was elected unopposed to head Surrey's Guru Nanak Sikh Gurudwara, which was one of the largest memberships in Canada. Nijjar was actively associated with US-based pro-Khalistani group Sikhs for Justice movement led by Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. This is the same guy that you can see on the right side of the screen standing with Nijjar, and this is the same person who was recently in the news for threatening Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma after pro-Khalistani preacher and Waris Punjab De Chief Amritpal Singh was nabbed and shifted to Dibrugarh jail. With Trudeau supporting freedom of expression in the name of sheltering Khalistani leaders like Nijjar and sympathizers, the Indo-Canadian ties are at its weakest point now. Justin Trudeau's declining public approval and a precarious political landscape shows his desperate attempts to do a balancing act while walking on a tightrope navigating through Canadian politics. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, the guy that you can see on the screen, called on Trudeau to release more information about the case and asked him to come clean with all the facts. As the world, along with India, starts questioning the Canadian authorities for investigating evidence on their allegations of India's involvement in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, Trudeau has clearly been caught off guard as he seemed to back down on his explosive allegations and later told reporters that he is not trying to provoke India. Now, only time will tell as we wait for enough evidences from Canada. With this, I'll leave you viewers with a question where a country like Canada made serious allegations against India but could not provide any evidence till now. So the question remains, do we get the evidence or not?